that tied the game early in the second period. That is a pretty phenomenal sort of thing as well. All right, everyone kind of getting into position now. So let that posted back up there. Overtime from Ames. Roy with you on the call, Jeremy on the camera. Hope you're enjoying it as much as we are for this evening's final home game of the regular season for North. They go to Farmington Saturday. Eagan goes to Rosemount on Thursday to wrap up on their regular season. Next goal wins it. We're in overtime at Ames Arena, 4-4. Shots 41-20 in favor of Eagan. Eagan in the blue. Lakeville North in the white. Skating in Kerr. Keeps it. Shoots. Save. Rebound. Sweep and a miss. That was kind of a nifty play. He faked the handoff and put the shot, and then the person he faked the handoff to was there for the rebound. Eagan running some nice plays in that scenario. On this near wall, Jacobson hacks at it, moves it forward, not out. Jacobson strides to it first, throws it through the far corner. Touched over there by Thompson, who scored the goal to pull North within one before Brunello tied it. One shot on goal for Eagan in this overtime, in this opening minute of OT. Coming through center ice, Murray back on it, quickly turns it the other way. Conboy knocks it through center. And back forward is Martin. Martin getting pressured by Peterson. Couple of passes, loose puck turned over. Peterson ahead, and it's grabbed by Martin. He was looking for Schultz down low. North gets onside as Murray, co-captain, behind his net. Minute and a half off the clock in overtime, 8-minute overtime. Long pass ahead, intercepted by Brunello. Shot down the ice. This might be icing. There's the whistle. So a minute and a half through overtime. Defensive zone draw for the Panthers. Panthers have played 3 overtime games this season. Play back underway. Big hit in the corner, knocks down Prouty. Trying to put that out front. It's a bouncing puck, high slot. Now St. John. He'll lift it over the head of the back skater, Murray. Murray angles him off of the puck and takes it himself behind his own net. Long pass ahead, knocked down by Cox. Passes it over. This is shot, save, rebound. Moline was there for the rebound. The shot was taken by Sullivan. Great effort by Lakeville North. North lost to Roseville in overtime early in the season. Beat Blaine a little later on. Had a tie, lost to Prior Lake and then tied Prior Lake. So isn't that must be 4 overtime games for Lakeville North, actually. Yeah, they played really well against Prior Lake, and Prior Lake has had a great season. And North will have another 1-goal game. Both of these teams will have a 1-goal game after this one. Pass down low, walking along the goal line. I think that's Decker. Backhands it out. Brunello, his shot, a redirect, knocked down, then an opportunity. Thompson, the puck is still loose in front. And it's picked up by Eagan. Kerr carries 1-on-2. Drop pass, Decker, the intercept. And then Decker launches. Kerr gloves it down, gets bumped around by Conboy, and then Wood back for Eagan. Conboy couldn't catch that one. Moore drives it forward. 5.5 to go in overtime. Moore sent wide by Jacobson. His pass out front comes all the way to the point. Murray and Moore gets all tangled around. Thompson in the area for Lakeville North. Now Murray hands it off in the corner to Robbins, who floats out to the point, under 5 to play in overtime. To the corner, Prouty out front, and Robbins just couldn't get his stick on it or do anything with it. Both teams have had some chances here at overtime. Coming through center is Murray, the senior. He's in, his shot wide. And then on that left side is Kwong Prong. Bouncing puck, corralled down by North. Peterson comes through center ice. He's got a trailer behind him as Schultz puts it toward the front of the net. It's loose there, and Prouty shoots to center. Cox slams it into the zone. And decision time for Glai. He does skate to the corner and get that forward for Murray. Out of the zone is Clark. Clark has a head of steam, a shot. And Eidner fought that one off. Lifted high in the air, bouncing through neutral. Chopped at by Sullivan. And then stolen by Martin. Finally out of the zone by Eagan. Now here's a chance for Wood. He tries to split the defense and get through. Poke check away. And the puck is at the tough angle there. Shot on its way wide by Martin. North in transition with 3.5 to go in OT. Back in his zone is Moore. And coming through the middle is Kerr. He gets all tangled up by St. John and Cox. Passes ahead for Sullivan. He puts on the brakes. Pass to Moline. Moline. Backdoor St. John. Can't quite slam it home for the win. 3:15 in overtime at the other end. Kerr slows down, loses the puck. Robbins brings it back toward Kerr. Now Sullivan, he has a man out in front of him. St. John gets to it, gets shoved down. He had the puck on his stick. No penalty call being made there. Martin comes through neutral. Martin is in with under 3 to go in overtime. Martin out front for Kerr, somehow broken up. There's a chance then for Murray. And it goes off the shoulder of Eidner and bounces around behind the goal line. Down to 2:45 in overtime, and up and down the ice we go, scoring chances at both ends. Sullivan is in. Sullivan centers right through his player, teammate, St. John and Moline. Now Murray, it's up the ice, it's down the ice. Here come the Wildcats. Kicked at by Robbins. Nope, it's actually then passed by Lachenmeyer. Haven't heard from him in a little while. He has 2 goals in the game. Decker, nice pass to the tape of Conboy, dumps it in with 2:10 in overtime. Glai plays it behind the net to Prouty, forcing the issue. Thompson out front, but it comes to the stick of Koink Prong. And he will take it into the offensive zone. Shot, save, bouncing puck. Oh, big hit. See, now I don't know if Gilchrist had the puck on his stick as he gets checked hard down to the ice, but no whistle comes. Kept in the offensive zone. Well, no, they're offside, but play will be allowed to continue as a delay offside. Now in Lachenmeyer, his shot. Eidner will gobble that up. Boy, oh boy, we had a lot of continuous play there with chances at both ends of the ice. There you see it, 4-4 in overtime. Shots 46-21 Eagan, 1-4-1. Time remaining in overtime here at Ames. And now we have a timeout by Eagan. And I'm just going to tell you about Thrivent agent Scott Kretschmar during this timeout. Thrivent Financial Advisor Scott Kretschmar. Take time out to think about your retirement. Are you on track to reach your goals? If you want to talk about your strategy, call Scott at 952-277-2612. Overtime here at Ames Arena of a 4-4 game. Eagan scored first in this one, closing minute of the first period, Lachenmeyer. Then Decker for Lakeville North in the opening minute of the second period with his first career goal. Then from 1:33 to 2:48, that's 1 minute and 15 seconds, Robbins, Lachenmeyer, and Koink Prong scored back-to-back-to-back goals. And that gave Eagan a 4-1 lead. Later in that second period, in fact, about a minute and a half after Eagan went up 4-1, St. John scored to make it 4-2. And that score stayed until 11:15 of the third. Thompson from Conboy, and then Brunello off a steal at the blue line at 13:22 squared the game at 4-4. And that's where we are with 1:41 to go in overtime, 4-4. Again, thanks to Scott Kretschmar for Thrivent Financial Advisor sponsoring our timeouts. We're at the Luther Burnsville Hyundai broadcast booth on lnpanthers.live, gametimemn.com. And we have 1:41 to go in overtime. Both teams have used their timeouts. North wins the defensive zone faceoff. Sends the puck. It's gloved down by St. John. He's got Sullivan in front of him, and that pass is in front of him. Sullivan throws it over for St. John. Shot, and Glide handles and holds the puck. Moline, St. John, and Sullivan, but that'll be switched up. Thompson, Decker, and Conboy come out now. Conboy versus Moore on the faceoff. Centered, shot deflected, goes off the back glass. Was it Thompson that spun around and shot it? Here's a pass forward, a breakout effort. Now Moore tangled up with Thompson. Decker goes to the back wall. He's got Martin on him. Martin pins him to the wall. Conboy comes over to try and retrieve the puck. We're at 1:05 to go in overtime. Out to Jacobson. He'll ring it in. Decker in the corner. Decker out to Jacobson. Brunello, got to be careful on that pass. Could be breaking it away the other way. Out front, and a good pass from Conboy, but no one for the Panthers could get their stick on it. There's a drive from the blue line, and then it trickles wide. 45 seconds in overtime. Decker cycles it. He was looking for Conboy, didn't have enough on it, and Moore will lift it out to center ice. Jacobson, and then Thompson sweeps it into the offensive zone. 30 seconds to go. Cleared forward by Murray, taken by Robbins. Robbins rejected at the Lakeville North blue line by Brunello. And then Sullivan knocks Moore off his stride. We're at 20 seconds to go in overtime. North trying to get the engine going into the offensive zone. That is St. John. Poke checked away nicely by Prouty. 10 seconds to go in overtime. It's Kerr with the puck, skating through center ice now. Loose puck, Kerr gets slowed down. 3 seconds remaining. Prouty, and that is the game. No chance for Kerr to get off the shot. What a game indeed. It ends up being a 4-4 tie when with Lakeville was down 4-1. Maybe they take a 4-4 tie. Shots 46-22. And then the final score is indeed 4-4. That is a final here from Ames. 4-4.